Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel, Lay Ross, and I'm here to talk about our girl Keyshia Cole. Some people have speculated that she was toasted, but sister came to clear her name. Here's the
To
video.
say the least. But more so than anything, I want to apologize for not sitting my ass in that seat, okay? Because I was there and I should have sat down. I should have just sat in the seat, no matter if I felt like, you know, the visual wasn't clear, or they said my music wasn't going to be right, or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I think that more so than anything, people wanted me to sit,
Be present.
be present,
Yeah.
even though they didn't know that I was present.
Right.
But
Can you
that's
explain
so.
why it might have appeared that you weren't present? What was going on behind? Because I want people, and even with what was going on behind, there's so many components. But with the audio, myself, am I hearing too much feedback? Am I hearing more of my? Can you please explain to people that why you might have been off to the side when the thing started, but you couldn't come into frame, and in terms of branding?
Well, I just felt like when I was sitting there, and I'm really thankful that OT was there. I want to give a shout out to OT Genesis, because when I was literally in the back and I was, putting on my last touches or whatever, and I'm looking at the video from back, like in my dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
We did it at the studio, and I said, "Why does my picture look so dark?"
Right.
And so, soon as that happened, OT came back and said, they got to fix like the internet connection, because you're gonna be experiencing another situation.
Right.
Like when Teddy Riley went, and it was like the picture wasn't clear, the visual wasn't clear, the sound wasn't good. So I was really skeptical about that.
Right.
I was just like, I don't want to go on and they not see me, and I'm looking blurry. The connection is not right and everything like that. I said, y'all need to fix that first, and then I'm gonna go out there. And then it turned into a thing where it was like, okay, well, the sound that we had originally discussed was gonna be, the sound. They said that they couldn't have that sound anymore. So I had to use some, Beats by Dre headphones, and I was just like, that's just like going on stage and you got to use some, like a little ear pod. Like, that's just the bottom line. That's the type there. And I sat in the seat, and we said we was, I just wanted to hurry up and start. And it wasn't until like the third song where I had to pull back and say, you know what? Let me say, you know what I'm saying? That I apologize for this or whatever. And I said, thank y'all for coming and thanking y'all for being a part of it. And this is the third time that this is happening. You know what I'm saying? And all that. Like, so finally we're here, and we're in the groove. And then people was like saying that I hear that they think that I was like sauced up. Like, people think that I was like taking shots the whole time.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not true. Like, I don't even like, that's a known fact that you can't really be sauced up while you're trying to sing and hit notes.
Right.
So it wasn't until the end of the, like, you know what I'm saying, show, where I was like, let me get a couple, let me get a shot, let me get a couple shots at the end, when it was time to have a good time. At that point, I felt
Right.
like.
Because just from us talking prior to, you weren't feeling well. So I already that, even though it might have appeared to everybody that you was really just drinking tea through this shit.
Yeah, I don't even think that, like, me, whatever, my health issue is, I don't even think that, you know, that has anything to do with anything. Honestly, I don't really think, you know, you know, I don't really think that has. I don't really think it plays any major part on what's going on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I still showed up to do the show. It wasn't nothing about, my immediate friends and my immediate family, and verses and people that were like, a part of the situation knows what's going on. But other than that, it wasn't. I don't think it had really any significance on what actually transpired and it took place. So.
Right. Because everybody kept saying to me, like, yo, your sister, is she all right? And she's human. I don't think people expect Keyshia Cole to be nervous. I'm just like, to me, if I'm being honest, it looked like you just were a little nervous. And
I was so nervous. You don't even know, when I first went on. Oh my God, I was shaking. I
yeah,
was like nervous. I was like, but I always get nervous. Like, no matter what show I do, like, I did a million shows, and literally every show that I ever have, when I first go out, I'm always nervous. Like that's not even like I'm not shocked at myself for being nervous.
Yeah, so that's I'm glad we get to clear it up because I know that as humans, like you're still human, even though you're a celebrity and you
Yeah,
cry.
they said they could tell I was nervous. Like the first three songs, y'all don't. I know y'all know I was nervous. I kept asking them too. I was like, "Do I look nervous?" They was like, "No, you fine, you fine." I'm like, "Are y'all sure?" It's like, "Girl, you're fine. Relax." I was like, "All right."
Stunning, and I'm just glad that like you pulled up because there was so many things that you were dealing with that you could have canceled, but you didn't. I just want to say that as your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't know what goes on behind the scenes, and there was so many reasons why you canceled, and for the good of the verses and for the good of what was happening with everybody, you thugged it out, and that's always know you to be that person to just no matter what 10 toes down, you just gonna pull up. I feel sorry for you that because of that, because you put yourself in that predicament that you're dealing with a lot of the backlash.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
I really mean that just from our conversations, I don't know how far we but just in case, just in terms of there a lot of reasons why people have canceled before. You were dealing with some of those things and you didn't cancel. And a lot of people, I feel like we have to be empathetic and we have to be sympathetic towards artists and what it takes to go out there and just how we gotta wear our heart on our sleeve. You wear your heart on the sleeve so easy.
They said you need to fix your mic because they can't really hear you.
Oh, they can't hear me.
I mean, I can hear you. It just sounds like you keep going in and out. Like that was gonna be the connection I would have had at
You
the
see,
versus battle. That
y'all
would have been exactly what it was.
that with the music.
I was not about to have that though. I was like, no, we're gonna fix this connection vibe because
And if I'm not, is it not true that OT had to come and fix the Wi-Fi?
no, yeah, he definitely said he was like, man, nah, you're not going out like that. We got to make sure. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure the connection is right. We can't have that. And I was like, that is so cool. Like that was what's up. Like you know what I'm saying? I mean, people was, maybe, but for him to apologize and us to work it out, and we both apologize. Like it's all good. Like it's not nobody want to focus on hate and not liking one another for 2021. It's just, I mean, it's certain people that you just can't get along with, but then there's certain people that it's good. Like we on good energy, we good with positivity, we all good. So that's all I really wanted to come on here and say because I think I deserve, they deserve for me to say that I should have set my button at seats and I should have, but I just really didn't want them to see what they would have saw if I would have went on when
Right.
that's all. That's all.
Is there anything else you want them to know, sis? Because I know at the end of the day, like
So tell me, what do you think, you guys? Do you think sis was just toasted and didn't want to tell the truth? What do you think? Leave a comment in the description box, in the comment section, and please do not like to forget and subscribe. My very second official video. Thank you. I'm out.